In a quaint, mountain-encircled village, a young man of 24 named Marco made his home. Marco's spirit was never at peace. His mind was a ceaseless current of thoughts flowing in and out, leaving him feeling restless, weary, and disturbed. He frequently dwelled on past sorrows and was consumed by anxieties about what lay ahead. This constant mental turmoil raged within him like a tempest, robbing him of tranquility, sound sleep, and even the simple joy of a smile. One day, Marco learned of a distant village nestled in the hills, rumored to be home to a wise elder. This man, once a renowned psychologist in the bustling city, had guided countless individuals to mental serenity. Now aged, he had forsaken urban life for the quiet embrace of nature in this secluded village, occasionally offering counsel to those who sought him out. A flicker of curiosity and hope ignited within Marco. He resolved to seek out this sage, thinking, "Perhaps this wise individual holds the key to the peace I crave." Following an arduous multi-day journey, Marco finally arrived at the hill village. There, he discovered a modest vine-covered dwelling. On its porch, the elderly man sat in quiet contemplation, eyes closed, exuding an aura of profound peace. Approaching respectfully, Marco spoke in a hushed tone. "Elder, my mind is ceaselessly agitated, thoughts relentlessly crowd my head, and I yearn for inner peace. Can you offer me guidance?" The old man gently opened his eyes, a serene smile gracing his lips. "Ah, so you seek peace?" he murmured. "Come with me, I have a simple task for you." He led Marco to his small garden. There, he filled the glass to the very brim with water, so full that the slightest tremor would cause it to overflow. Handing the precarious glass to Marco, he instructed, "Carry this from here to the village outskirts and then return. Crucially, not a single drop must be lost." Marco, though surprised, was eager to prove himself and readily accepted the unusual challenge. Grasping the glass with utmost care, he began his walk. The path was congested and bustling. Pedestrians hurried by, vendors hawked their wares, and dogs barked noisily. Yet, Marco remained oblivious to his surroundings. His gaze was fixed solely on the glass. He progressed slowly, meticulously, one step at a time. Onlookers watched him with curiosity, but understanding he was engaged in an important lesson, none interfered. Upon his return to the old man, Marco announced, "Elder, I succeeded. Not a drop of water was spilled." The old man nodded with a gentle smile. "Commendable," he replied. "But tell me, did you notice the children at play along the path? Did the barking of dogs reach your ears?" Marco, looking astonished, admitted, "No, I neither saw nor heard anything. My entire concentration was on the glass." The old man's smile deepened as he spoke softly. "Therein lies the secret, a truth always within you, yet unrecognized. When your awareness is anchored in the present moment, there is no room for fear, no space for bewilderment, no influx of superfluous thoughts. Your sole focus was the water in the glass, and in that state, your mind achieved complete stillness. You were free from the burden of past regrets and the apprehension of future worries." Gradually, understanding dawned on Marco. This was the serenity he had so desperately sought. Peace, he realized, is not an external discovery, but an intrinsic state accessible when one fully inhabits the present. Marco respectfully bowed his head, murmuring, "Elder, I now comprehend. To quiet my mind, I must anchor it in the current moment. That is the source of true peace." The old man offered another smile. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting its final glow, and birds returned to their roosts, Marco began his journey homeward. He was no longer the agitated young man who had arrived. A transformation had occurred. Inner peace now resided within him, for he had learned the art of calming his own mind. If this tale resonated with you, please please show your appreciation and share it with others. For more uplifting narratives, subscribe to our channel. We thank you for joining us. Look forward to our next story, offering fresh insights and lessons. Until then, remain well and at peace.